the channel. I bought this spoiler. It actually came in 3 pieces. I'll show you how I put it together. And but one thing's cool is that the paint actually has this metallic flake in it. But got it on eBay. I'll install it real quick. We'll go over that, and I'll show you what other things I came. And let me show you what I already installed, and I will do a reverse video on it. Oh, look at that. 1 spoiler. Oh, not just 1, 2 spoilers. So everything here adds about 100 horsepower. If you didn't know the math on mods. So there you go. Anyways, let's go ahead and install this.
Okay, you're going to use 2 existing bolts, 1 on each end, and the nice thing is that it helps align the spoiler. I'm going to use a stubby screwdriver and no ramps to show you how I can install it without needing ramps or a drill. This kit is the cheapest kit you can find anywhere. I'll go ahead and link it above here or below in the description if you want to grab it. So it seems nowadays they cut these spoilers down. They used to be 1 piece, but I think it has to do with shipping and shipping costs. So now it's a 3-piece thing. It comes with these screws, and you can see how it's split right here. There's 4 sheet metal screws, so that tells me these will probably go, they'll go in the 4 spots that you see right there, 2 on each side. And then there's already pre-drilled holes, so that way you know where to put the other screws in there. So it's basically build your own spoiler. These sheet metal screws go into the 4 spots. Again, there's already holes pre-marked, so that way you know where to stick it in the bumper. Alright, so take a look at this. It's really nice and shiny, but it does have that seam and it does have that little indentation. The rest you can't see once it's installed, but I guess that's the way it is nowadays. So here's a shot together with the box that it came shipped in. You can see that if it was built as 1 big spoiler, it would take up a lot more space.
I just put this on. I got some of my trusty 303 protectant to get this plastic, clean that up a little bit, so when the spoiler hits, I don't have to really work on it as much. All right, so I got my socket set. This seems to be about 7mm. It might be SAE likely, but 7mm fits. So these are not super tight. Stick that through that hole there to hold it up, and then we'll line up the rest.
All right, I'm going at full speed here, and the nice thing what I like about this spoiler is that the outside bumper, it actually fits pretty flush with the curve. So what you have to do is just follow that curve and start screwing in. You'll see the holes that I showed earlier in the video, and you just start going away with the screws. It does take a little time. You have to put a lot of pressure on it to get that screw in there. I don't show it in the video, but later on I actually found a power tool with an Ingo driver.
I suggest having a power tool, but then make sure you don't strip it. I still gotta do more screws, but because this will fly out if you don't do it right. Anyways, I'm gonna do some more screwing down, and I'll show you the final product in a minute. Be right back.
Now moving on to the rear spoilers, I got this kit as a 3-piece deal, and again, it's the cheapest one you can find in the whole internet. I looked hard for it. So what I'm doing here, this is the top spoiler, the one that goes on the roof spoiler, so it's like a lip on a lip. I'm using the adhesion promoter to clean it. The instructions say to use the adhesion promoter on the body of the car, but I don't want to do that because that causes almost a permanent bond, and it can ruin the clear coat and the paint if you have to remove it. If I remove it on this end, or it doesn't, or removes the material on this end of the spoiler, I don't really care. Also, this will make it a little stickier here. FYI, this adhesion promoter smells really bad. Make sure you throw it away outside. Now I'm just applying the tape here, the double tape. It's not 3M tape. It looks like 3M tape. It just has an M on it, just FYI. I wish it was a little bit thicker though. So when I mean thicker, I mean depth, because both ends of the spoiler has a leading edge. And that edge, when you put pressure on it, it makes it a little bit harder for the double tape to adhere. But you can see I'm going as far as possible to adhere, and then I'm cutting it here. I'm not going all the way to the edge because I have to trim the tape. Otherwise, you will see the tape outside when you're looking at it. All right, now I'm at the car. I'm using a spray detailer and a microfiber cloth, and then I'm just getting off the dust and everything. This is not to take all the oils off. Now, a lot of people will use isopropyl alcohol, so that way it removes all the slickness, the oils, the waxes, etc. But I'm going to show you something else what I use. All right, this is Car Pro Eraser. This is isopropyl alcohol on steroids. It super cleans everything for preparing to put wax, ceramics, anything. So with this, it's going to be perfect for getting ready that double tape. I'm yanking a small piece of the backing so that way I can help align it and have some tackiness on the hatch. This way, when I'm ready to apply, I can start pulling off the backing and I don't have to peel back the spoiler. I just pull it slowly while there. I'm applying a lot of pressure right now, so that way I'm trying to get the double tape to stick to the surface of the hatch. Now, I've seen somebody put some books and other things have a weight. It's kind of like a weird angle, so I don't know if it would really work, but it's a nice warm day, so I'm hoping that the tape is going to stick pretty well. The upper spoiler is done, but now I'm working on the lower spoiler. I have more room to add double tape on both leading edges, so that makes it easier. You can see me pulling out the backing, so that way when I'm ready to apply, it's easier for me to remove. I don't have to remove the whole entire spoiler. I do everything by eyeballing, but if you can't eyeball it, use some blue tape, measure it, however, makes your life easier. I'm a little bit taller, so I have enough arm length so I could actually apply this on my own. So now you can see me pulling the rest of the backing, and now I'm applying pressure at both angles, the top and towards the rear. And I'm just putting as much pressure as I can. You can see me actually rocking the vehicle because I'm putting so much pressure on it. The instructions say, do not wash your car for 24 hours, do not get it wet. And that is because the double tape is actually starting to cure. So it's going to add more adhesion over time. And that's why a lot of times when you try to remove emblems or panels with double tape, it's really, really hard to take off because it is cured and it's hard. Alrighty, so that's it. I'm going to show you what it looks like. It looks really good, right? And this is from eBay. I got some, really cheap stuff, but it doesn't look that cheap. You really can't get any American-made stuff. I'd like to get that, but it wasn't available. But I think it looks good. I went with black, by the way, because I wanted a solid color. I wish it was a matte black. They didn't have a matte black, but the gloss looks fine. I'm gonna polish it and then go from there. So let me know what you guys think in the description below. Add your comments. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're interested in this product, I'm gonna put the link as well. Thanks again. Peace out.